Hello there everyone. I'm here with a final review on the Picture Perfect Supersized Volume 6 in the landscape version. In the previous video I showed you the portrait version. I do want to point out that I showed this album because I want to show you photos that I had in this album, how they would translate well to this one. And I didn't remember the name. This is my Everyday Life Large album. So Everyday Life Large, and this comes in a small, medium, and large album, but this one is the large, all right, 10 by 10. So that's the album here for those of you who are interested, and I will link you down to that one below as well as everything that you see here. So quick recap on Picture Perfect Supersize albums. When you purchase the tutorial, you get both the portrait and the landscape. Okay, both of these you get. So it's the same page style. However, sometimes we like a portrait orientation and sometimes we want a landscape orientation. So you get a big bang for your buck here, guys. Okay. This paper on this one is Happiness Personified. Is my brand new paper collection, which is gorgeous. I have to thank Maria Black was the graphic designer behind that collection, and it is stunning. She is also an amazing graphic designer. So gorgeous. So here is the landscape version. This is the paper. Here is two Alice in Wonderland inspired collections, one by Echo Park and one by Bobunny. All right, so if you look at their Alice in Wonderland collections, Echo Park and Bobunny, you will find these two. Okay, so same album style, except that it's in the landscape orientation. So here is the double flap and stacked pocket assembly right here. Okay, here I gave you some photo mat, some photo size choices here, right? So some inspiration on photo sizes and how you can arrange your photos. So really nice color blocking or pattern paper blocking style matting in this album. I did a lot of this style of matting, which is my preferred style of matting. I love to mat that way, just pattern on pattern on pattern. I truly believe that once you start putting photos in your album, you break up all of the pattern. All right, this particular tutorial, this whole shebang here, comes with this insert. This one is included in this particular tutorial. All right, this is not in the Photomat catalog. This is in this particular tutorial. So look at how cool this one is. Okay, and I didn't resize it for the portrait because it fits in the portrait just fine, as you can see. Okay, so this photo mat is really cool. So you can put it here to hold these flaps down, or you can put it here in this pocket, and so on and so forth, wherever it fits. So really nice defining areas for photos. Here are the photo flaps, okay, that we saw in the other album. Okay, here is that fabulous pocket that I shared with you all, and that belly band back here still for more photos. You can fit 5x7s, a cropped version of 8x10 and down. Okay, cropped 8x10 because this is 8x10, so you need it a little bit smaller in order to fit in the album. But this is so super cool, guys. Love the openness of this pocket. See, it's open. I took most of the photo mats out so you can see the matting, because that's what most of you want to see. If you have these papers in your arsenal, you may have them and say, ooh, I can use them on this album, and then you want to follow this matting style or use it as a guide, okay, on how to pick, mix and match papers. So here is this flap and pocket assembly. Whatever you put in here keeps this flap nice and tidy. I did this one a little bit different in the portrait. I didn't attach it all the way to the top because I wanted that really nice opportunity for matting, and I'll show you what I mean. So in the portrait, right here. So instead of attaching it all the way to the top, I kind of floated the photo mat in the center, which allowed me to do this kind of frame style of matting that you see here. Okay, so love that. Love, love, love. And this one is attached all the way to the top. Here is that fabulous pocket that I did all the cutouts and the windows. Same size, so you will be able to, whatever cutouts I have in here, you can put them here, okay? So same exact thing. And then we sort of kind of repeat ourselves, right? For this album, I did the waterfall, I did it a little different. Okay, you still have the waterfall in the pocket, but I added a closure here. Okay, and you get more photo mats here in your waterfall, and of course the back pocket. For the portrait, I really didn't want to put a vertical waterfall all the way down, so I gave you something better. I broke up the page. I did half waterfall, half with this fabulous envelope here where you can still fit the 4x6 photos. Okay, so some of the things are different, but the style of the pages pretty much are in the landscape and in the portrait are similar, but I have to arrange them differently to accommodate the two different orientations. Okay, so look at this as a pocket. Love that it doesn't just only have pattern paper. There's also room for a photograph. So just because it's a pocket doesn't mean that you lose the opportunity for a photograph. You can absolutely do a photo on a pocket. I do it all the time and it is beautiful. I can show you a sample with a photo on a pocket. Let's see. Hopefully I have a sample here. I'm sure. It'll take me a minute, guys. Hold on. It's probably in that last sample that I showed you in the previous video. Oh, here. These are 4x6s on this is a pocket. Okay, so you can see you can do photos on pockets. Absolutely. All right, and it looks really, really good. Love it. All right, look at my husband thinking he's cool and suave going on with that hat on in that picture. Super cute. All right, so there's pictures on a pocket. Looks really good. And then, of course, I talked to you about this. Love the closure option here. If you love the closure option, you can absolutely do that in the portrait version. Okay, and then we have this here. Remember this fabulous photo arrangement I did for you guys? Here, it's a little bit different. Here we've got a belly band in the back. We've got the side pocket that holds these flaps down. And we have one set of photo pockets here as opposed to the two that we were able to use in the portrait. Okay, so this one has a slightly different closure. All right, and you'll see that in the tutorial. So as opposed to a magnet, you can do that. And then the other two, same deal. Here I decorated a little bit more. I did some insertion points here. I cover all of that in the videos and in the tutorial. And then here, just larger photos and a little bit of paper. So I got a little fancier over here. And then that great pocket again. And then our photo flaps. And we ended with this pocket here. This is the same pocket that I showed you before, and we did some paper clips with our stickers. We collaged stickers, we mounted them to black cardstock, and then I just glossy accent a whatchamacallit on there, a paper clip. And here's the back of that. All right, and this is keeping this flap closed. This sticker, this is a collage of stickers, okay? This is not just one sticker. It didn't come like that. These are 1, 2, 3, 4 stickers put together, backed to black cardstock. I did the same thing here, right? So the sticker is the closure. So all of these classes that I do online, this is part of my remix classes. You get all of this information, guys. I go over everything with you guys, and you learn new techniques. Very end of the album, we've got, again, I go over all of this with you guys when I'm doing my live classes or my remix classes. So I show you how to do the collaging and the backing to cardstock just to give it that extra pop. And then we ended with the same arrangement. On these particular flaps, I didn't do any photo arrangements because you want to be careful when you're doing a collaging of photos or choosing the photo sizes for your album, because when you get your photos, you may not have the right photo for that particular photo mat size you chose. You have to really crop it to get it to fit. So I decided to leave it blank just in case, so I'm not locked in or committed to that particular photo mat size. Okay, so that's why those are blank. But again, these are the pockets that keep this flap closed. So Picture Perfect Supersized Volume 6 Landscape and Portrait. If you want to see the portrait version, just go back to the previous video and you will see that. I will link you down below to this tutorial. This is Kathy with Paper Phenomenon, and I'll see you next time.